YouTube friends, welcome back to Jackie at Gone Potty Gardening. We're in February now, thank God. The nights are getting lighter and we're able to start a few seeds now, but you still have to be careful because of, you know, obviously we're only just in February and we do get frosts and stuff like that. But I was out looking at the garden centre and looking for potatoes, and I've chosen a couple this year to start, and this one's Purple Rain. Now I was looking online for these and they seem to be out of stock everywhere, so while I was at the garden centre I grabbed them. They're a second early, so what I want to do today is start chitting them. The next variety is quite a common one. The main crop is Sapomira. Right, so I made this little chitting tray last year. It's only wood with a bit of netting at the bottom, and I'm going to put the potatoes in there. But you have to be so careful, like, you know, living in the country, or not just in the country, but to keep them away from mice and things like that, because yeah, they will eat them. And as you can see, look, they're just starting to chit. Now if I'd have left them in the bags a bit longer, the roots would have all started poking through the holes in the bag. So yeah, get them out to chit. So I'm going to lay these in this thing, looking for the area with the most chits, and put them up ways like that. Yeah, definitely time to get them out, it was. Yeah, so because it's February now, but in Ireland it's classed as spring, and I actually did see the daffodils all coming up along the road there, so yeah, we're in spring. And what I should do with these is put them high up in the hope that they don't get eaten. It's very windy out there, you can probably hear it in the video. It's exciting, isn't it? Getting stuff sorted out, getting ready. I've still actually got some potatoes to harvest from last year. But we did have an exceptionally wet year, so I'm not, I don't think they'll be great, but let's see. What potatoes do you like best to grow? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, shall I be sticking these right up in the air somewhere out of the reach of mice? So that's my first lot, and I'm going to rip that off. So that I know what they are. Because even though I just sit them, should have done that first really, but never mind. Let's take a couple off. There we are. So that's that little thing. I'm going to turn it round. And I've actually had these ones. These are called Purple Rain, and they're second early, but they're delicious. You see that? Look. See, they're a dark potato underneath. You see that? Some little chits coming on there. So if you haven't got your potatoes, it's not too late. You can get your potatoes, and usually your local garden centre sells potatoes that do well in your area. I mean, I'd love to grow the Jersey Royals, but they're called kidney potatoes, I think, but I couldn't seem to get any this year. Well, I've never got any year. That one's got a big sprout, look. So I'll plant these out usually on St. Patrick's Day. That's in March. And by then, we should have some nice big chits on there. I'm not going to put a label in that one because I know what they are because of the colour. That's that. So that's a good job done. That's the potatoes out for chitting. So if you go and get yours, you can put them on a light windsill or high up in your polytunnel out the way of the vermin. And yeah, just leave them to do their thing and grow their little shoots. So I've put those potatoes up there on the roof. I put a couple of struts of wood across and put them there. Not that that'll stop the rodents, but at least it'll make it a little bit harder. So yeah, they'll stay there for a while. So I've got a few other jobs to do today. In the last video, I think I sowed some seeds and they've all come up. These have all germinated. These were indoors under light but no heat. So yeah, I've got to pot these on. These are Brussels, 2 types of onions, some coriander there, and I think that's it actually. Yeah, and that's probably the job most gardeners detest, is potting on, because it takes such a long time. But it's a job that's got to be done. When it's done, you know, you feel good. So I've got to get on with that. Before I start that potting on, I'll show you a few things that I bought in the week. Now these are not specifically for gardening. These were in the stationery section. No holes or anything like that. But what I'm going to do is use those and yeah, use these and put all my cups in there. I reuse these every single year. And then that is what I'm going to use for the onions. And I thought with the tray, I like to water things from the bottom, so it's stronger than you would get probably normally. So I've got 6 of those. I bought some asparagus. That's called Gidgelim and Thelium. So I've got 4 altogether. But you can't harvest any until after 2 growing seasons, so they're not going to be something that we're going to be eating yet. But I'm delighted that we're going to be getting some in the garden. So that's really, really good. A couple of packets of mixed bulbs. Thought they'd be nice, and I can put them out now, and they're flower in the summer, and they're perennial, so they'll be up every year. I want to try and get that garden with more colour in it as well. I love in the summer you walk out and there's your garden, it's just like full of colour. And the other thing I got, well we got online, was some turmeric. Now, I've never grown that before, but I did grate some the other day in the kitchen and used it in cooking, and it absolutely stains everything, your fingers, the grater. Yeah, look. We've got quite a few in there. And that is a tropical sort of plant, so in Ireland it's very wet. But what I might do is put some in a bed of its own and then cover it with wood chip and maybe put even a cover over the top of it and see how it goes. But it does, like ginger, it takes, you know, a good while to get anything from it, and it forms a big clump under the ground, and then you get your rhizomes from it. Yeah, so that's exciting. Also, what I've been doing is I've been recycling the compost from in the greenhouse, from the tomatoes and all the empty pots, and I took them outside and I filled the big long bed that's got the raspberry canes in it, because that was very low on soil, and I'll gradually add some goodness to that during the season. So yeah, that was great. I was really pleased I got that done. I nearly cleaned the polytunnel. I've got one little spiky corner with all the thistles to do, but I'm saving that till last. I also got the onion bulbs planted out, which was great. But like I said before, I've also planted some of my own, because apparently if you grow them from seed, they're less likely to bolt. I don't know how true that is, but we'll find out this year. There's a few things you can get started. It's not too late. So you could sow cauliflower, coriander, what have I got there? Oh, Brussels sprouts you could grow. Peppers we got growing indoors. Sweet peppers, and Helen started the hot peppers indoors under heat and light. Yeah, so they're indoors. If you haven't planted garlic yet, you can just about get away with it, probably. It's a little bit late, but you could get away with it. And your onion sets you can put in now. You can also grow all year round cauliflower, lettuce, some of the salads you can grow, and people grow them in you know, the clear plastic tubs, the big ones, and put the lid on in the evening. You can get a good crop of salad leaves from that. Carrots, early carrots you can grow now. What can I say? I'm not going to be too. I'm not going to start the tomatoes too early, because I did last time, and you have to be so careful of the frost. Even the temperatures in the polytunnel can get quite cold, and you end up losing quite a few. So it's not worth planting them now. You may as well just wait that little bit longer. They're going to grow quicker because the temperatures would have risen a bit by then. So probably beginning of March I'll start my tomato seeds indoors, and yeah, by then, you know, by the time they're big enough I can put them out here. The weather will be better. So yeah, lots to look forward to. Other things that you can be getting going now is, well, not get going, but think about, is a trench for your runner beans, and fill it with like manure and all that, so it's ready when you do want to start your runner beans and stuff. So there's things like that. There's trellises you could put up ready. I'm growing some peas this year, and I bought some actually in a packet from the shop, marrowfat peas. I'm going to try them. I love them. Yeah, and I want to do a lot of dehydrating this year of herbs and stuff. What I also want to plant today, which I forgot about, was the leeks. So I want to plant some of those today. And I'll probably leave them in here, and I'll cover them with some a bottle cover probably, and let them germinate in the polytunnel. Yeah, so I've got lots of potting on to do. So I'll do that, and then I'll take you outside and show you what I've done outside. Yep, so I've got lots of potting on to do. The dogs are playing out here, which is good for them. And they sleep when they go in. So I'm going to fill a few of these pots up. And get going.
Okay, fine, I said hi, but I did not say goodbye. What do you want? That's my style. Don't be mad, I'll be sad. I get drunk so quick it's bad. I'm flattered you missed me, but thanks for the whiskey. They call them Irish goodbyes. There's no taking time, no standing in line. We just head through the back.
Also far too many, but you never know what you're going to lose, do you? Or if you're going to lose any. So I like to plant these as deep as I can, because otherwise they get really leggy and fall all over the place. And then push the soil around it. What I'll probably do is pot them all on anyway, because we've got friends that we can give them away to, and they can plant them in their garden, which is a nice thing, isn't it? Sharing and all that. And as you all know, I do have terrible trouble, well, I don't know if you do, but with slugs. They're my worst ever enemy. So you have to think about that as well. But what I'm going to do with these is pot them on, and then I've got a big trough, a big long 4-foot trough over there, so I'll probably just lay them in there like these trays and put the lid over, and that'll protect them as well, because I know that the cold weather's not gone yet. We've got a prediction maybe of a bit of snow. So anyway, I'm going to carry on potting these up, and I'll catch you in a minute. So I'm going to take you for a little look around the garden and show you what's been done since the last video. I'll turn you around and let you see. So these are the beds with the garlic, and they're all coming up. Several different varieties. I've still got beds to weed, but I did do quite a bit of weeding up this end the other day. This big bed here is what I'm going to use for those onions that I just showed you, that I'm going to pot on. So I'm keeping that empty for them. That polytunnel's at it, look. That covers, I think this is the 3rd year that's on, so and when I look closely at it, there's little holes in it. Nightmare. This is the bed that I weeded and added lots of the recycled compost into that. So that took quite a while, but anyway, that bed's done. And I planted onion bulbs. You can probably see them just there. A couple of them coming up. They're all the way along, the onions, on both sides. So what I'm going to do when I've done my potting on is clear all these beds here, weed them and get them all ready for the new growing season. I also want to sort out the trees, put some feed around them. And this arch, although it was made out of little branches, some of them are snapped, so I'm going to have to replace them. Yeah, so little and steady goes and wins the race. Anyway, I thank you so much for watching the video, and I thank you again for the new subscribers. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care everyone, bye.